Hollywood queen Julia Roberts, known for her megawatt grin, has been a constant presence on our screens for many years. Since their marriage in 2002, she has been her life's companion and love partner with her cinematographer Danny Mauter. Roberts may be known for her glamorous red carpet appearances and Hollywood blockbusters, but she has been quietly fighting a severe health problem that very few people knew about. The couple's apparently ideal relationship may be showing signs of strain. However, rumors of issues have started circulating. Are the ties rumors true, and what health problems have America's darling been experiencing? Come with us as we reveal mysteries in a narrative where the surface level details may not be accurate. Julia Roberts has often discussed her difficult upbringing, which was marked by major tragedies and turmoil. Growing up in Smyrna, Georgia, the actress faced several obstacles that would test her mettle and prepare her for the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Julia was born into a creative household, and her parents encouraged her artistic pursuits from an early age. Yet Julia's idyllic upbringing was ruined when the marriage of her parents failed, resulting in a divorce, leaving her emotionally caught in the middle of the chaos. Instead of security, her mother's remarriage to Michael Maas introduced her to new difficulties. Household stress and worry were reportedly induced by Maas, who has been characterized as an unpredictable and often jobless figure in several stories. In the middle of all this turmoil at home, Julia's father, Walter Grady Roberts, died of cancer when she was 10 years old. Coming at such a formative age, this loss profoundly affected Julia, making her face sadness and death at a younger age than any kid should have to. In sharp contrast to Julia's subsequent affluence, the Roberts family was already struggling financially. Because of the financial strains, Julia frequently had to face adult concerns at a young age, further straining an already weak family dynamic. In spite of everything, there were shining examples of compassion and optimism. The fact that Ketta Scott King covered Julia's birth expenses is a moving example of how unexpected resources may materialize when you need them the most. A foundation of kindness laid by this compassionate deed, which sprang from her parents' participation in racially integrated theater, would stand in stark contrast to the difficulties that were ahead. Renowned actress Julia Roberts overcame the death of her father and an unstable family life to launch her acting career in New York. She found an outlet for her turbulent upbringing and a method to shape her turbulent emotions and experiences into something beautiful and transforming via acting, which ultimately replaced her early ambitions to become a veterinarian. In the independent masterpiece, Mystic Pizza, Roberts made her acting debut and demonstrated how her grin could command attention. Steel Magnolias, a moving story about the strong relationships of Southern women, garnered her a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination for her performance. The picture also gave Roberts the chance to collaborate with renowned actors like Shirley MacLaine and Sally Field. Acting as the rich businessman's beloved Vivian Ward in the 1990 romantic comedy Pretty Woman solidified Roberts' position as America's darling. Roberts' famous red outfit from the film became a symbol of Vivian Ward's metamorphosis and her own skyrocketing stardom, and she received widespread praise for her performance. Roberts solidified her position as romantic comedy royalty in the second part of the decade. Her work in Notting Hill and My Best Friend's Wedding demonstrated her talent for making her characters likable, funny, and relatable. She rose to the top of her field after delivering a masterful performance as the eponymous real-life legal clerk who battled a huge business in Erin Brockovich, which took place as her reputation expanded. Roberts showed her dedication to artistic progress by tackling more somber parts in films like Closer and Charlie Wilson's War, even if she still delighted viewers with her lighter fare. Julia Roberts struggled to find a happy medium between her thriving career and her need for personal fulfillment while she remained a luminary in Hollywood. Nancy Maas's untimely passing in 2014 in Los Angeles created an irreparable hole in her life. After her courageous battle with lung cancer in 2015, Roberts' mother, Betty Lou, left behind an inspiring legacy of love, bravery, and creativity. Roberts was devastated by the death of both her sister and mother, which came at the same time. A more reflective, solemn countenance took the place of the brilliant grin that had been her signature. Roberts sought refuge in the solitude of her family life following these two catastrophes, which caused her to withdraw even farther from public view. She started being pickier about the tasks she took on, giving greater weight to those that were meaningful to her or those she could complete near her home. Her emphasis shifted to healing and helping her family through their collective loss, making the flash and glamour of Hollywood premieres less appealing. Julia Roberts' acting style evolved further as she grew older, taking on parts that were a reflection of who she was and what she had been through. Her performances in films such as August, Osage County, and Ben is Back demonstrated a fresh dimension that was shaped Fueled by the knowledge and insight she obtained from her path, she had a real connection with her audience and had lasting skills, so it was no surprise that she could continue to captivate them for decades. As one would anticipate from the writing of Julia Roberts' blockbuster blockbusters, the road to lasting love was a twisty one full of drama and emotion, until she found the one with cinematographer Daniel Moder. The Oscar-winning actress went through a string of public romances that made Hollywood rumor mills go mad. The charisma of more seasoned performers captivated Roberts as a young, naive actress in the 80s. She met her first famous love, Liam Neeson, on the set of the obscure film Satisfaction. They supposedly had a short but passionate romance, even though they were 16 years apart in age and even lived together in Venice, California for a while. Their mysterious breakup was the first of Roberts' many on-set relationships. However, the specifics of their split are unknown. After Roberts' breakup with Neeson, her co-star Dylan McDermott in Steel Magnolias won her heart, and the two had a blossoming romance behind the scenes of the dramatic film. Rumors circulated that the pair, who had previously been married on screen, had been engaged, but their relationship ended before they could tie the knot. This relationship's demise occurred at the same time as Roberts' ascent to superstardom, paving the way for more high-profile romances. Roberts' most notorious love affair, which would make her a real-life runaway bride, occurred in the early 1990s. The famous actress Julia Roberts has been in several relationships. She got engaged to Kiefer Sutherland after meeting him on the set of Flatliners, and the couple had a splendid wedding that the media hailed as the wedding of the century, but Roberts canceled the wedding days before it was supposed to take place, leading to rumors and cementing her status as a beloved topic of gossip columns. After that, in 1993, Roberts wed country music artist Lyle Lovett in a modest ceremony in Marion, Indiana. The demands of their occupations and the relentless scrutiny from the media drained them despite their outward loyalty. They were married for over 2 years until they divorced peacefully. Roberts dated actor Benjamin Bratt for over 4 years. The couple was a mainstay in Hollywood during that time. This was her longest relationship prior to meeting Moder. Nevertheless, they finally broke up in 2001 due to the difficulties of juggling their prominent occupations and the continual attention from the media. Roberts met her future husband cinematographer Danny Moder on the set of 2000's The Mexican. Because Moder was already married when they met, much media conjecture ensued around whether or not they were romantically involved. By highlighting that they worked through their problems before becoming a partner, Roberts has insisted time and time again that she was in no way responsible for Moder's divorce. Roberts' property near Taos, New Mexico was the site of a secret midnight wedding in July 2002 after the finalization of Moder's divorce. A new chapter in Roberts' relationship with love and privacy began with a personal romance. After more than 20 years of marriage, Roberts and Moder have built a solid foundation for their family, mostly out of the limelight. Hazel and Phineas, a set of twins, were born in 2004, and Henry, a boy, was born in 2007. Despite the many obstacles she had to overcome, Roberts seems to have finally found her happily ever after, with Moder demonstrating that true love is worth the wait. Despite their long-term friendship and obvious chemistry on television, George Clooney and Julia Roberts shockingly never became romantically involved. They fell in love at the most inconvenient times, with each of them getting married while the other was still single. From the moment they met, they formed an unbreakable relationship based on mutual respect and friendship, which appeared to forbid any romantic involvement automatically. They formed a bond via their common ground as Hollywood A-listers, which was too precious to jeopardize romantically. Their resolve to keep their relationship strictly platonic has enabled their friendship to grow into a unique and lasting bond in the unpredictable world of entertainment, even though they both met their soulmates elsewhere. Conflicts similar to her extensive romantic past have characterized Julia Roberts' work partnerships. Famous for her beautiful grin and irresistible cinematic charisma, the actress has been in several high-profile feuds during her career, including those with Hugh Grant, Nick Nolte, and Steven Spielberg. The many feuds that have plagued Roberts' career have had varying degrees of influence on her work. She became known as Tinker Hell for her disruptive behavior on set after her first confrontation with Steven Spielberg in 1991's Hook. After their animosity endured for years, Spielberg vowed he would never collaborate with Roberts again. Their friendship took a hit, and Roberts may have lost future acting opportunities with Spielberg as a result of their conflict. The romantic comedy I Love Trouble, which Roberts and Nick Nolte co-starred in 1994, was even more known for their dispute. Roberts found Nolte's masculine attitude and method acting style repulsive, while Roberts' diva-like behavior and lack of professionalism infuriated Nolte. Their on-set chemistry was awkward, forward. Roberts vilified Noti in a 1993 interview with the New York Times, which implied that Noti actively sought to turn people away. Their enmity became legendary in Hollywood because of this public airing of complaints, which further added fuel to the fire of rumors about their on-set hatred. As time went on, the animosity between Hugh Grant and Roberts in the romantic comedy Notting Hill heated up because Grant often made controversial remarks in interviews. The British actor, who is famous for his dry sense of humor, made many remarks about Roberts' looks with a special emphasis on her enormous mouth. These comments, made after they had worked together, sparked curiosity about their relationship again and prompted theories about hidden conflicts that may have existed while shooting Notting Hill. These feuds reveal the complicated web of Roberts' professional ties and suggest a pattern of trouble that has followed the actress throughout Hollywood for quite some time. Roberts has a reputation for being difficult to deal with at times, which may be attributable to personality clashes, different work methods, or media-inflated misconceptions. But this kind of hate has not permeated every one of Roberts' business dealings. Several directors and co-stars have praised her professionalism and commitment. The fact that these feuds continue to be spoken about shows how famous people still care about their reputations and how powerful they are in Hollywood. As Roberts grew up, she tried to resolve these issues and move on from them. In recent years, she has responded to inquiries on these feuds with an air of diplomacy and self-reflection, admitting that things were tough in the past, but saying that she wants to put the past in the past. As an actress, wife, and mother, her public character has evolved, and so has her attitude to resolving public disagreements. After a string of turbulent professional relationships plagued Julia Roberts' career, she finally found peace and fulfillment in her personal life when she wed cameraman Danny Moder. As Roberts stepped into a new role, that of a wife and mother, her furious feuds with industry heavyweights like Spielberg, NTA, and Grant seemed to recede into the past. There were many obstacles on the path, from Hollywood's golden girl to a loving family lady. After over 20 years in the limelight, Roberts suddenly found herself negotiating the murky waters of home life. Building a secure, caring home for her expanding family consumed all of her energy, just as her on-screen performances and off-screen confrontations had done. Curiosity killed the cat when Roberts encountered Moder on the set of The Mexican, a picture that could have ignited yet another high-profile quarrel. Unlike Roberts' other relationships, which were shrouded in public scrutiny, their courting was discreet. Moder, a cinematographer known for his ability to capture nuanced moments in life, seems to recognize Roberts as more than just a striking Hollywood actress. She was the real deal. This new viewpoint helped Roberts, who had battled for a long time with the gap between her public persona and her actual identity. Hollywood actress Julia Roberts started to open up to her lover Moder and let her guard down. She realized she had discovered a genuine life partner during their passionate encounters, which often lasted well into the night. In 2002, they tied the knot in a small, intimate ceremony attended only by their closest loved ones, reflecting their values of honesty and seclusion. Roberts' priorities shifted dramatically after the 2004 birth of her twins, Hazel and Phineas, as she became completely absorbed in the responsibilities and pleasures of motherhood. After settling into motherhood, Roberts started to see her past conflicts in a different light. She refocused her efforts on her children and marriage rather than sustaining feuds or navigating difficult on-set relationships. After this change in viewpoint, she gained a sense of equilibrium and maturity in her approach to her career. Roberts' dedication to family life was further strengthened with the arrival of their son Henry in 2007. She prioritized parts that allowed her to be involved in her children's lives, which made her more selective about her film projects after she had 3 young children at home. This calculated retreat from the hectic life of Hollywood stardom was in stark contrast to the driven young actress who had previously engaged in public feuds with her co-stars and directors. Roberts experienced new difficulties as her children became older, which rendered her earlier struggles in the industry seem insignificant. She had to use her emotional intelligence and problem-solving abilities to navigate the challenges of parenting in the digital age. She had turned her ferocious protectiveness towards protecting her children from the intense spotlight of public opinion away from herself. Strange as it may seem, Roberts was able to forge stronger, more meaningful relationships within the industry after she decided to distance herself from the perpetual buzz and drama in Hollywood. Being unencumbered by the pressure to conform or get into public feuds allowed her to forge true friendships with other artists in the film and television industries. Roberts found refuge from the cutthroat environment of her youth in these friendships, which were based on mutual regard and shared experiences experiences of juggling work and family responsibilities. The famous actress Julia Roberts has had her fair share of health problems during her career. She is renowned for her classic performances and her beautiful smile. Despite the actress's best efforts to keep her private life discreet, rumors have surfaced about a health issue that has affected her work life. According to sources, Roberts has been diagnosed with thrombocytopenic purpura, a blood disorder characterized by a decrease in blood platelets. This condition can lead to easy or excessive bruising and bleeding. The diagnosis reportedly came after Roberts' husband, cinematographer Danny Moder, noticed unusual bruising and encouraged her to seek medical attention. While thrombocytopenic purpura is a serious condition, it's important to note that it hasn't prevented Roberts from continuing her successful career in Hollywood. The actress has learned to manage her condition with ongoing treatment, which may include medications to boost platelet counts and reduce the immune system's response. The diagnosis has likely brought challenges to Roberts' daily life and career as an actress often in the public eye. Managing symptoms such as visible bruising or fatigue could require additional considerations for film roles and public appearances. However, Roberts has shown remarkable resilience, continuing to take on challenging roles and maintain her status as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. It's worth noting that this isn't the first health scare Roberts has faced. Early in her career, she was stricken with spinal meningitis, a potentially life-threatening ailment that momentarily interrupted her blossoming prominence. This incident apparently provided Roberts a new perspective on life and may have affected her attitude to handling health difficulties. As with many parts of her personal life, Roberts has opted to keep the facts of her health journey completely secret. This technique helps her to maintain control over her story and concentrate on her career and family life. While stories have lately revealed some pressure in Roberts and Moder's relationship with conjecture about them living different lifestyles, the pair hasn't addressed the idea publicly. Celebrity relationships are generally subject to intense scrutiny and gossip, and the pair has weathered many years in the limelight together. Throughout her career, Julia Roberts has shown a capacity to overcome adversities and continue prospering both emotionally and professionally. Her management of the current health crisis is likely no different as she balances the demands of therapy with her continuous commitments to her art and her family. As Julia Roberts continues to impress our screens with her brilliance and charm, we're reminded that even Hollywood's biggest stars suffer personal issues. What's your favorite Julia Roberts movie and why does it connect with you? Share your opinions in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more celebrity insights and Hollywood news.